And one of his famous essays, you can essay say, My Own Room. That was his famous essay, and the title of that essay is A Room of Proof. That was a famous essay. A Room of Roof. And he discusses here about the feministic point of view. Okay, friends. Now we move forward. We discuss about her life. Virginia Woolf was born in, we can say that, very celebrated family, because her father, Sir Leslie Stephen, was, eminent Victorian critic and scholar in during the literary field of 19th century Victorian period. Her father was, we can say, reputed or raised his fame as a literary critic and scholar, and we can say hereditary. Virginia Woolf has interested in the literature, and Virginia Woolf is the daughter of Sir Leslie Stephen and Julia Stephen, and it is around her culture or circle, you can say that she brought up into a circle of standard culture, taste, intelligence in higher level. Because you know about that, dear friend, you know about that. If her father are literary person, so in his circle there are the number of people who are the writer, critic, and that's why in this culture Virginia Woolf brought up, that was very, you can say, the literary, cultural taste of different culture. There was a, we can say, intelligence, and in the highest level. That's why he had to provide a very well-known, you can say that, good brought up in her childhood. But we can say that after the death of his father, Virginia Woolf was victimized or malicious. You can say, or malicious by his half-brother sexually in his adolescence. Virginia Woolf was, and due to that she had numerous nervous breakdown. You know about that? Why should we just remember to give the example? Because after the death of father, his half-brother, most of the women, dear friend, was victimized or malicious, sexually exploited. શારીરિક શોષણ કરવામાં આવે છે એ નિયર્સ રિલેટિવ. મોટાભાગના હાયર ફેમિલી અથવા બીજી જોઈએ તો મોટા બાળકીઓ અથવા યુવતી એડલ્ટિવ્સમાં, એટલે તરુણાવસ્થામાં જો કોઈનું છોકરીનું શોષણ કરવામાં આવતું હોય તો એ મોટાભાગના એમના નજીકના જ સગા સંબંધીઓ હોય છે. And here the same thing happened that Virginia Woolf was exploited physically or victimized or used the malice by his half-brother in his adolescence, and due to that she had the numerous nervous breakdown. Do you know about that? Why should Sushant Singh Rajput committed suicide? Okay, she was due to the drugs, and due to the drugs your minds become the whimsical. Sometimes you become very moody, and sometimes you are very nervous. You can weep, you feel insecurity. Sometimes you feel that I am the best, I am the world best and powerful person. Due to and sometimes we become very loose and feel our failureness, and it is called the nervous breakdown. And that's why she become the mentally, she is mentally weak, and she has a numerous nervous breakdown. Then she married with Leonard Woolf. Why so? Okay, her name is Adeline Virginia Stephen, but she married with Leonard Woolf in 1912. And Leonard Woolf is there was one of the Bloomsbury group. I mentioned in some other writer. Bloomsbury group is dear friends, a group of the intellectual writer of that time. James Joyce, Virginia Woolf, William Faulkner, Leonard Woolf, and rest of the other I just mentioned two few names. They are the member of this Bloomsbury group. And here's Virginia Woolf and Leonard Woolf. Leonard is a publisher, critic, and both come to the contact in this group, and they decided to marry. And Virginia Woolf married with Leonard Woolf, and that's why she became the Virginia Woolf. Even after marriage, that she became the number of the time nervous breakdown. And finally, in 1940, 23rd March, near her home, there was a Okies River, and here in that river, he wears the long overcoat. You know about that in the Western country, long overcoat, and in that big pocket, she put the stone, and she walked in the river. And she drowning in the river and committed suicide. That is a nervous breakdown એને પોતાના ઓવરકોટની અંદર પથ્થર ભરી દીધા અને પછી પથ્થર ભરીને વજનદાર ઓવરકોટ પહેરીને તે પાણીમાં જઈ અને ડૂબીને અને સુસાઇડ કમિટેડ આત્મહત્યા કરી હતી ડ્યુ ટુ ધેટ nervous we can say mental illness or nervous breakdown. Okay, we discuss about her life. She was happy married life. We can say about that she has one son and one daughter, and the daughter was also quoted about one of the book or written by Virginia Woolf. Whenever she wrote Jacob Bloom, and she dedicated it to her friends, and we can say the friends and fan. And here that son was quoted about it that it is the longest love letter to written by someone special, and it is the work of a longest love letter written by someone special about that books. Okay friends, we can discuss about her life. Virginia Woolf was born in 20th January 1882 in England. She belonged to the very wealthy, or we can say that celebrated family. She was the daughter of Sir Leslie, and that's why you know Eggline, and Leslie Stephen and Julia Stephen. Sir Leslie Stephen was a, you can say that, prominent or significant or renowned Victorian critic and scholar, and due to that, Virginia Woolf brought up in a, we can say that, a culture which is a very high state, intelligent, at the all high level in that. But due to after the death of his brother, Virginia Woolf, in 1895, her mother Julia Stephen died, and 1905, her father Sir Leslie Stephen died, and including after that in adults, Virginia, and during the Virginia Woolf, or we can say that in youth, Virginia Woolf, during that time Virginia Woolf was victimized, exploited physically by his half brother, and due to that she has numbers of nervous breakdowns. She felt the mental illness, and due to that she died. And during that after in 1912 she married with Leonard Woolf, both who belong to the Bloomsbury group, a group of scholars. And after that in 1949, 28th March, she committed suicide. Now we discuss about her contribution. Virginia Woolf is one of the greatest or greatest female writer of 20th century. Greatest female writer of 20th century, because she have to, we can very firmly, comparatively, she have to firmly use or utilize the technique stream of consciousness literary device in his literary work. And she know about the stream of consciousness. She discuss about that we have not outwardly but inwardly what is going on in the mind of the character. She described or narrated in the novel, in the stream of consciousness. Now just we can get the last of those most important novel of the best outline glance, झांकी કરી લે કથા વસ્તુની. The most important work of Virginia Woolf. The first novel significance published is The Voice. Remember that? Voice is दरियाई मुसाफरी, journey and travel by bus or train. It is called the traveling. Journey words, now journey words also for the by traveling, but particular words journey for the, you can say the by plane, traveling by bus and by car or vehicle, and voyage by ship or boat. Okay, when the voyage out is the first is important works, and the followed by after the night and the day. The second was the night and the day. He just written there.